Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his 6th season now out of Duke.
And he's coming off an injury-shortened season where he played in 6 games, going 1-5 over that span, with just 3 total touchdowns on the year. But the Giants have a lot of confidence in him. They didn't draft a quarterback this year, and they're looking for him to bounce back and prove that last year was an anomaly.
Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Jones looking to throw right away. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nice gain of 21 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Slayton on the slant. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there, because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down, because guess what? That drive continues.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So here are the Vikings to go on offense for the first time, and it's a rookie at the helm, the 10th overall pick back in April out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night, and by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week 1. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
To the 22-yard line. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is McCarthy. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To the air with McCarthy. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
McCarthy, 3rd and short yardage. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, had his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And a short gain here down to the 22. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. That is caught. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Jones will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Flushed out right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. Throwing now is Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Locke to throw. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now to the air, Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Locke now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. Here's a peek at their past draft class. And, Charles, sometimes you'll see teams that have really specific needs they want to fill. Some can just say, well, I'm going to take the next best guy available. Maybe we see a little bit of both here in this draft.
I think you're right about that, Brandon. Plenty of talent in their class this year, some of which will contribute early and some which will be called upon down the road. The GM makes the final call after all the input from the scouts and the coaches. Now it's up to the coaches to develop the guys that the GM picked.
Locke now on 3rd and goal. Fighting his way through contact. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Now McCarthy throwing on first down. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On second down, it's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Malik Neighbors with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants have taken the lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now McCarthy. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Throwing on 2nd down, McCarthy. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's McCarthy. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Down the left sideline. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, And I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here is 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Lock gonna throw. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Drew Lock in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you, too, in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the visiting Packers who were able to come in and win this one on the road. Jordan Love with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. We'll stay in the AFC North as we head over to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. The G-Man got a strong first half from the veteran quarterback, Drew Lock. He was downright amazing with 3 touchdowns.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On second down, it's McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. McCarthy able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Back to throw. McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Second down and 6 now. McCarthy operating from the gun. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
McCarthy to throw on second down. Pass complete to Addison. That'll give them 8 that time. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, they'll throw in McCarthy. Able to shake him off. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. On first down, McCarthy steps away to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Minnesota.
On play action, McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
First down, Minnesota.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Block now on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. This 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. McCarthy setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Throwing again, McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And now they're in the hurry up. Now Locke. Flush to his right. That one taken in by Neighbors. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession, and they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener, but this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
With that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Here's 2nd and 10. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. And a nice play there from the new pickup, signed just this past week to help fortify this defense.
He truly is the definition of an impact player. Surprise, surprise that it took this long for someone to pick him up.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Giants, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.